You love your furry buddy more than anything, but what if they don't feel the same? Right now, you're wondering, does my dog actually dislike me? Don't panic yet. In this video, you'll see 7 clear signs that might mean your dog isn't your biggest fan. Some will shock you. One sign you think means love, it's the opposite. Stick around, because by the end, you'll know exactly what's going on in your dog's head and how to fix it. You might even catch yourself saying, wait, I've been doing that wrong for years. Let's start with number 7 and work our way to the big one. Each sign builds on the last, so don't skip ahead. You'll miss the twist that ties it all together. Number 7, body avoidance. You walk into the room and your dog scoots away or lowers their head. You move in for a pat and your dog flinches or turns to the side. This could be simple caution, or it could mean your dog dislikes your approach. Dogs have personal boundaries. If you cross those boundaries too often, your dog may learn to dodge your touch. Some dogs enjoy a soft ear rub or a gentle stroke on the chest, but not every dog wants direct contact on the head or an overly tight hug. When you see a duck and dodge move, it's worth pausing. Maybe you came in too fast. Maybe your dog remembers a past moment when touch felt uncomfortable. Experts say that when dogs recoil, it can point to stress. You might see dilated pupils or tense body posture along with the avoidance. If this happens often, your dog might be telling you, I don't feel at ease with your touch. Let your dog come to you first. Hold out your hand at their chest height instead of reaching from above. Don't skip the rest of this list. Some signs are easier to miss, but they can still damage your bond. Let's look at the next one, which deals with the spaces your dog either claims or avoids. Number 6, refusal to share space. Have you noticed your dog moving to another room whenever you sit down next to them? Maybe you take a seat on the couch, and your dog leaps off the cushions and walks away. This behavior can mean your dog isn't comfortable with you in tight spaces. Sharing space is a big trust signal among dogs. Pups who feel safe around you often want to lie near your feet or lean into you on the couch. If your dog goes out of their way to avoid those close quarters, you may be dealing with dislike or distrust. Take a look at your dog's overall mood when you sit down. Are their ears flat or turned sideways? Do they keep their tail low or tucked? Dogs who dislike someone might show these signs while trying to keep distance. They might also leave quickly if you make direct eye contact. This doesn't always mean your dog hates you. They could be in pain or feeling anxious about movement on the couch. But if it happens regularly, especially around you, it's time to figure out why. Later in this video, we'll discuss how your day-to-day habits can repair or worsen this gap. Keep going, because sign number 5 can feel like a personal insult, even if your dog isn't aware of that. Number 5, ignoring calls or commands. You say your dog's name, and they keep looking at the wall. You call them for dinner, and they wander off as if they didn't hear you. Selective hearing in dogs can be an early warning that they aren't feeling excited to obey or even see you. Some people assume their dog is stubborn or has a short attention span. In some cases, that might be true. But dogs who have a strong bond with their owners usually perk up when they hear their name. They look for signals that you need them to do something. If your dog is actively ignoring you, they may feel you're not worth their focus, or they might be upset at something. Watch for context. Does your dog ignore everyone, or just you? Do they respond when your spouse calls them, but freeze when you speak? If that's the case, you might have some relationship building to do. Think about the energy and tone you use when you speak. Dogs pick up tension in your voice. If you sound annoyed, your dog could sense that negativity. Positive training methods can help repair this. Use treats or upbeat praise when your dog responds, and keep commands brief. Sign number 4 shows you a physical cue that's often mistaken for cuteness. In reality, it might hide a deeper message. Number 4, rolling eyes and showing whites. When your dog shifts their eyes so you see the whites around the iris, that's sometimes called whale eye. It often pops up when dogs feel cornered, irritated, or uncertain. You might see it during grooming sessions, vet visits, or sudden movements that startle your dog. But pay close attention to whether your dog does this often when you reach out. If you lean in to pet them and they give you that sideways stare, it's a sign they're not happy. Maybe you're too close to their face. Or maybe you're grabbing at them in a way that feels confining. Dogs sometimes stare wide-eyed to signal, this is too much. If you see your dog's eyes go wide and the ears pin back, step away. Watch how quickly your dog recovers. If they relax and return to normal when you give them space, you have your answer. They didn't like what you were doing. Over time, repeated whale eye moments can turn into deeper mistrust. You might also spot tension in their jaw or a tight lip line. These signs can show your dog is stressed around you. Up next, sign number 3 focuses on a habit that many people mislabel as a sweet gesture. However, for some dogs, it's not an act of love at all. Number 3, licking for appeasement. Do you think your dog's licks on your face or hands always mean affection? Sometimes licking is a friendly act. In other cases, it's appeasement. In canine language, an appeasement lick can mean, "I'm trying to keep the peace," not, "I adore you." For instance, if you're scolding your dog or standing over them and they start licking, they could be trying to say, "Calm down, don't get upset." This can be mistaken for a sweet, playful kiss. But your dog might actually feel nervous around you. To separate true affection from nervous licking, watch your dog's body posture. Are they wagging their tail loosely, or is it tucked low? Is their body relaxed, or are they crouching? A tense body plus persistent licking can mean your dog feels cornered. You don't want your dog to see you as a threat. If you suspect your dog's licking is appeasement, reduce scolding and try positive training instead. Offer rewards when they do something right. Over time, your dog may lick less out of fear and more out of real closeness. Still, this next sign might be even more concerning because it involves possible property damage and hidden frustration. You might be shocked to learn what it really means when your dog rips into your belongings. Number 2, destructive behavior aimed at you. You come home and your dog has torn apart your favorite shoes or chewed through your wallet. It's easy to blame boredom, but sometimes destruction is fueled by negative feelings. Dogs choose objects that carry your scent for a reason. They might be releasing pent-up stress connected to you. If your dog always picks your personal items to destroy, ask yourself if there's tension in your interactions. Perhaps you scold your dog too often, or you rarely engage in play. Destructive acts can become a channel for frustration. Some experts say dogs turn to sabotage when they feel ignored or uneasy. This doesn't mean your dog sits around plotting to ruin your life. Dogs live in the moment, but they do sense emotional distance. If you're absent a lot or you're giving off harsh vibes, your dog might act out in ways that get your attention. Even negative attention is still attention. Try channeling your dog's energy into puzzle toys or structured play. Also, spend consistent one-on-one time with them. If you see progress and fewer chewed up items, that's a good sign your dog's stress is easing. But the biggest sign your dog dislikes you might appear in your dog's body language, paired with direct avoidance. Number 1, persistent hiding or leaving the room. If your dog actually hides when you enter a space, like darting under the table or behind the couch, this points to strong discomfort. Some dogs may quietly leave the moment they sense your presence. Over time, this can escalate to running away, whining, or looking for exits whenever you come near. This is more than just wanting personal space. This signals deep anxiety or a lack of trust. Your dog might fear you because of past negative experiences, inconsistent discipline, or rough handling. They might associate you with stress or loud voices. Experts say that if your dog consistently hides whenever you approach, you need to address the root cause. Have you noticed your own mood when you walk in? Do you speak sharply? Do you handle your dog in a way that feels forceful? You can rebuild trust by slowing down. Let your dog come to you. Speak in a calm tone and keep your body language soft. Give them a treat or a gentle toy when they approach, but don't push it. If you do this daily, you might see small steps of progress. Now you know the 7 signs. But there's good news. Dogs can forgive quickly once they feel safe. You can fix these problems, no matter how hopeless it seems right now. Keep watching for a plan to restore your bond and a special call to action that can help even more dog lovers like you. How to fix the damage. 1. Use calm body language. Walk into the room slowly. Keep your arms relaxed and avoid looming over your dog. Let them sniff your hand before you pet their head. 2. Reward. Good interactions. When your dog comes near you on their own, say, "Good job," and give a small treat. Show them that approaching you leads to positive things. 3. Respect personal space. Not all dogs love hugs. Observe how your dog likes to be touched. Some dogs prefer a gentle rub on the chest rather than a pat on the head. 4. Build a routine. Dogs thrive on predictable schedules. Feed them at the same time, walk them at the same time, and keep their environment stable. Consistency builds trust. 5. Use positive training. If your dog is ignoring you, try turning training into a game. Teach simple commands with treats and praise. This helps your dog see you as a source of fun. 6. Seek professional help if needed. If your dog's behavior is severe, like extreme hiding, aggression, or unending stress, talk to a vet or a certified trainer. They can help you find a detailed plan. With these steps, you can change your dog's view of you from uncertain stranger to trusted companion. Your dog wants to be close to you once they feel safe. You've just explored 7 signs your dog might dislike you, along with a path to fix each one. If any of these signs ring true, don't lose hope. Dogs are forgiving creatures, and small changes can lead to a big shift in how they respond to you. Start by focusing on what you can do today. Offer gentle affection, stick to a simple routine, and watch your dog's signals. You'll likely see small improvements in their body language. Maybe they'll stay in the same room a bit longer, or wag their tail when you call their name. If you found this video helpful, please click the like button. Your support helps more people see this information. Also, consider subscribing so you can learn more tips for building a better bond with your dog. When you subscribe, you won't miss new videos that can help you gain deeper understanding of your canine companion.